Hello everyone, in today's episode we talk about the 4 personal agreements, the book by Don McWell, the life-changing 4-step process. Hello everyone, I'm really privileged and proud today to bring you the insights from the incredible book, The 4 Agreements. It's a worldwide bestseller, very simple, very true, information that's been delineated for thousands of years, really boiled down into what the author calls 4 agreements. So as always, I'm going to give them with a quote on that subject, and that quote is, "If someone is not treating you with love and respect, it is a gift if they walk away from you. If that person doesn't walk away, you will surely endure many years of suffering with him or her. Walking away may hurt for a while, but your heart will eventually heal. Then you can choose what you really want. You will find that you don't need to trust others as much as you need to trust yourself to make the right choices." The 4 agreements. So, isn't that just so true? Life presents exactly what you need, and when you decide that's not what you want, pain and suffering come into your life. The lessons that are contributing to making you the best version of you are all around you. And the way that you grow is you say no. You say, well, I've had enough of this person treating me this way, so I'm going to walk away. And then you open up a whole new stream through the way to create more fruitful and more new, novel challenges. Otherwise, you'll just get more of the same. I know personally, I was always cheating myself, Without trying to sound like a martyr, I felt like I always thought what the other person would think before I thought what was good for me. And don't we all do that too often? We don't know what they're thinking, by the way. We can't mind read. So even to take that tactic, even if it comes from a really good place of not wanting to hurt people, your concept of not wanting other people to think a certain way or feel a certain way on what you do is faulty. Because you can't do it. Because you don't know how to mind read. So therefore, to act from that place means you'll create constant suffering and harm, not only for yourself, but for those around you as you decide what's best for them. Decide what is best for you. Come from love, compassion, and kindness, and you will find that everything works out. That's what I didn't do. And now I do these 4 agreements. I can tell you what, I am always getting in trouble for smiling too much. I'm a very happy individual, and that's intelligence. True intelligence is understanding your place in the universe and living through it. So what are these 4 agreements? Well, the first of the 4 agreements is be impeccable with your word. We talk about this a lot in the 1 Year Life Challenge. If you're not going to be honest, who is? It's interesting when they do psychological studies, when someone is introduced to someone as being a very honest person, for example, someone's brought to a room, it's the Dalai Lama, individuals, when given a survey after that meeting, reply much more honestly than they did if they'd met another subject. So what does that mean? People respond to their environment. When you're honest, you bring honesty out of other people. Now, I know we've all been hurt, cheated, and lied to. However, it's important to know, and the video about the law of 10,000 things may help you with this, that person has simply been in an environment of lying, cheating, and deceitful nature. So they are carrying on those situations, and the best way to help someone is to be completely clear and honest with them. Be impeccable with your word. I think it was Thoreau who said, "A man who lies to himself is incapable of seeing truth in the world." Is so true. Number 2, don't take anything personally. People don't do things to you personally. They have this, how you have those little voices in your head and you're thinking about crazy stuff and you're depressed and then you're happy and then something makes you laugh and then you think that this group of people are bad, but then 2 years later you think they're okay. Other people do that as well, okay? We live complex, challenging, ego-driven lives in which we have a chattering monkey brain. People don't have the time, the strategic prowess to really go at you. They are hurting, and they manifest their hurt through behaviours and actions and words and thoughts. Therefore, if you happen to get in the way of this person, you will cop those words, behaviours and thoughts. It's not aimed at you. Is it a reflection or a manifestation? When a wave hits you in the ocean, you don't look at the ocean and go, you were planning that. That knocked my hat off. You were planning that. You don't do that because you know that the ocean is vast. You know the ocean is the collection of many, many different influences. So don't blame the ocean. Don't blame other people. 3, don't make assumptions. That old saying, if you make an assumption, you make an ass out of me and you, which is the word assume. As much as I'm over that because it's ad nauseum, it's true. Your assumptions, once again, are based on mind reading. And if you are a mind reader, and I don't know, I'm not a mind reader, so I'm not going to judge, but if you're a mind reader, make all your assumptions you can. But for those people watching the video right now who know that they don't know how to read other people's minds, don't assume anything. The minute you assume, you limit your possibilities. The word decision, to throw forth, or to limit, is what limits our lives. When you assume someone's trying to hurt you, you've just limited all the possibilities, the beautiful possibilities that they're trying to work with you, or there's an opportunity here, or you could look at this differently, and you come to a single focus. Now, our brain is a focus machine, and what it does is it proves you right all the time. It's a trickster, it keeps proving you right. So what it does is it focuses in on what you believe and looks for the information that supports that. It's called cognitive dissonance. It happens all the time. When you don't make assumptions and allow the way things unfold to be your teacher, you're observant of little things, you never get taken advantage of, because you're aware that that person kept rubbing their nose when they were talking to you, which makes you feel like there's something wrong, maybe they're lying. But when you go, oh, this guy's a great bloke, look at his suit, it's fantastic, you make an assumption that they're successful, you ignore all your gut feelings and go along and might get ripped off. Have you ever had that situation where you in hindsight, you knew there was something wrong with this person, but you just went along with it for a while? That's because you made assumptions about that person and ignored reality. Number 4, always do your best. This is it. I want to apologise to all my employees years and years ago who, when they'd say to me, I'll do my best, I say, don't do your best, just do it. Well, all you can give is your best in this current moment. And if you do that, that is good enough. That's all the universe wants. The universe doesn't, rock up to the sun and say, listen, your gravitational pull has a very weak hold on Pluto, you're doing a terrible job, you should be ashamed of yourself. No, it does what it does, and it manifests how it manifests. Let the chips fall where they may, as long as you do your best. If you're not doing your best, unfortunately, the mind creeps in, and negativity, failure, chatters about failure start to come in. You're no good, you're worthless, why did you even try? Because the ego loves to get onto those little failures and make them bigger than they are. Just do your best in the moment. And if you know that, you sleep so well. I sleep really well, and because ultimately I do my best in the moment. And the example of that, sleeping well, we all want to sleep well. I know that if I do a workout, maybe it's say 7 p.m, I go to sleep early, so I might be asleep at 9, but I sleep really well, and I've done a hard workout. Maybe it's the endorphins, maybe it's the way my body's adjusting, but I think it's because I gave it my best, therefore I'm at peace. The 4 agreements: be impeccable with your word is your bond, don't take anything personally, don't make any assumptions, and always do your best in the current moment, have served me incredibly well. Something to think about. I can't wait to see you when I'm going to see you. I'm going to see you tomorrow, right? Because there's one video every day. I can't wait. I'll see you then.